Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
All right, we have a lot to do in our garden today.
It's a long way to morning.
We're all from different areas in Michigan, but located Central Michigan University, which is right here in the hand. And we are a service group through our Alternative Break program, which is through our volunteer center at Central. And we just came to serve and help with the food distribution down here, learn more about it. And the title of our trip is called Food and Justice.
I thought it was fantastic because they were interested in food politics, food justice. So what better way to teach that was what we were doing here at school.
We drove here through snowstorms. It took about 27 hours to get here, so it was a really long trip.
We showed them around the school. We took them to our HISD food facility to learn where food comes from. But we also wanted them to get a clear idea of how important it is to be plugged in to a school system and knowing the ins and outs of how to put a healthy meal, a delicious and healthy, nutritious meal on the plate for every child in HISD.
Through Alternative Breaks, you just go to a different state and do community service with that state for a week. So we are doing the Food Justice Break here at Gregory Lincoln, helping them with their vegetable gardens and building chicken coops.
I'm Carol Burton. I'm the Director of Youth Gardening Education for Urban Harvest. And basically we partner with schools because we are an after-school vendor for HISD. We're an after-school provider and we're also a consultant for HISD. And basically that means that we provide a garden instructor and a garden program so that we can either have our garden instructor rotate throughout the day as a visiting garden educator and visiting classroom teachers during the day. And we bring all of the horticulture knowledge and expertise and integrating the garden with curriculum.
We put in 27 fruit trees at our school so our kids could have access to fresh fruits all year long. And so they worked in there, they mulched all that area.
My name is Rico Montenegro. I'm an arborist for the Fruit Tree Planting Foundation. I have a wonderful job in which we donate fruit tree orchards to impoverished communities, schools, and Native American or indigenous communities all over the United States, and I travel around the world doing the same thing. I came to this school approximately 2 years ago, and every time I'm out here I stop by this school because the progress of these trees have been absolutely wonderful. And the teacher here that I've been working with, Kelly Carviz, is a teacher who's been passionate and is wanting to develop this program, which really draws kids in.
I didn't want to finish high school, and I'm really glad I did though, because if you drop out, it gets a lot harder to continue your education later. And I had a really good teacher who worked with me, and how you have some really awesome teachers here who care so much about your education. I think that's really important. So now I'm going to college and I'm going to get a major in social work so I can be a therapist and I can work with teenagers and stuff, and it's all because of awesome teachers that I had.
I cannot tell you how many times I wanted to quit because it was so hard and people, I didn't have the strongest support system. I was the first person, I'm a first generation college student, and it's really tough and you have to find that drive in you, and I just kept looking and thinking big picture, I want to get my degree, and that's really what pushed me. And so all that hard work pays off when I'm going to be walking across the stage come May. For the most part, most of us have experience working with kids, or we have a passion for working with kids, or just, being a kid, I guess.
Definitely that one.
Yeah.
It's important to teach kids because our children are our future. I know that sounds a little bit cliche, but it is the truth. If children know how to sustain themselves, they'll be able to know what to do when they're adults, and they'll be able to pass on knowledge to other generation and other students that will soon come through.
But it's a great project. It's exciting to work here at Gregory Lincoln with the kids and the garden. We hope to continue to grow and expand the program.
you know, those are some of the things that we're excited to see, some of the things that we're involved with in the community here and communities all over the country and around the world. So thank you for letting me share this with you.